Welcome to the College Blueprint, the show that gets you through the complex world of college admissions. I'm your host, Luke Wilson, and today I'll be doing a breakdown of the Common Application Portal. Now, for a brief overview of the Common Application Portal. Also known as the Common App, it's a one-stop shop for students to apply to multiple colleges at the same time, filling out only one generalized application, along with a few school-specific portions. Over 1,000 different colleges in the United States accept the Common App. The first thing you want to do is to create a Common App account. You want to go to their website, commonapp.org, and then click the Create an Account button. You'll select first year student, and then you will fill out the information. An important factor here is to not use your school email address because the Common App can also be used for transfer students. If in the future you ever decide to transfer schools, it's nice to already have all your information put into the Common App portal. Because most schools remove your email after you graduate, you want to make sure that this is a personal email address you will always have access to. After creating your account, you'll be greeted by the 5 main tabs of the Common App portal. The first one is the dashboard. In the dashboard, you can see all your selected colleges and your progress towards completing the application for each one. If you click Show More Information, you can see the specific breakdowns of what you've completed and what you haven't. This is just a quick overview of what you have done and have yet to do to complete the application. The second page in the Common App is the My Colleges list. This is where you'll find further information regarding each of the colleges you've selected. You'll find stuff like contact information, application deadlines, decision deadlines, relevant test scores, and other such things. This is also where you'll do school-specific portions of the application that aren't covered by the general Common App. Things such as school-specific essay questions, letters of recommendation, financial profiles, and others are all held in this area. Now you might be wondering, how do you add a school to your list in the Common App? Well, jump ahead to the 4th tab called the College Search tab. This page provides a search bar where you can look for specific schools that accept the Common App. Hopefully all the previous episodes have given you some idea of where you want to apply. If you have your list of schools ready, in the Search tab, you can search based on the name or based on the location. Once you find the school that you've identified, you click the Add button. It is important to note that only 20 schools can be in your list at any given time. You can remove a school as long as the application has not been formally submitted, but once the application for that school has been submitted to the admissions office, you cannot take it back and you cannot remove it from the list. Backtracking a little, the 3rd tab in the Common App is the Common App. This may seem confusing, but the Common App tab is the actual application. Within this section, you'll enter all your information into the general application essay that the Common App offers. The meat of the Common App is broken down into 6 main categories: profile, family, education, testing, activities, and writing. Each section has its subcategories, but in each one you provide the requested information such as class rank, test scores, grades, transcript, extracurriculars, what all those extracurriculars involve, how often you did them. This should be the most polished section of your application because this is the one you'll spend the most time filling out because it holds most of the information each school is going to require. Now the 5th and final tab of the Common App is something you're not going to spend that much time on. There are 3 sections under this Financial Aid tab. One is links to the FAFSA and CSS profile, the 2 financial aid forms that you need to fill out if you apply to schools. The FAFSA is required by every school, but the CSS is only required by certain ones. You can actually check within the Common App whether they'll be required or not. Under here, you'll also find the Common App Scholarship, which is awarded to students whose families make less than $95,000 in income each year. And then you'll also find a brief overview about comparing financial aid offers. Now that you have a general breakdown of the Common Application, it's time to start actually filling it out. Now, in order to help you speed up your workflow, I'm going to give you 4 tips you can use to help you apply to schools with the Common App. Tip number 1, in the Dashboard tab, if you go up into the right-hand corner and you click on Application Requirements, a new web page will be generated that has a grid-like view comparing all your school's application fees, letters of recommendation requirements, application dates, decision dates, application rounds. All of that information can be looked at comparatively against all the schools in your list. Tip number 2, on the right-hand side of every Common App page is an FAQ with the most commonly asked questions regarding that specific page and the content within it. This is also a quick access menu to the general FAQ for the Common App. If you click the little search icon, you'll be able to open up the general FAQ and start typing out questions you might have. Tip number 3, this isn't specifically about the Common App, but it is extremely important. You need to learn the difference between application rounds. There's a difference between early action and early decision, and there's a difference between regular decision and early applications. For example, early decisions are binding agreements with the school, where you are telling the school, I am applying early in the hopes that if I get accepted, I am 100% committed to your school. Now, this can be beneficial. It's got the same acceptance rate, but because there are less applicants, your chances are higher. However, you are saying you're going to commit to the school regardless of any other financial aid offers, so you are committing to paying that tuition price regardless of what you receive. This can be a gamble, especially for students who can't afford to pay the initial deposit, which is required within 24 hours to a week or two after you get accepted to that school. It depends on the specific one. Tip number 4 is to check if you qualify for fee waivering on the Common App. Each application can run you anywhere from $40 to $100. If you apply to all 20 schools, you're looking at around $1,500. That's a lot of money. But in the Common App, each school offers ways that you can waive that fee. For example, if you're part of the school lunch system where you get free school lunches, you get free college applications. If your family makes less than X amount of dollars, you get free college application. It depends on the school, but in the Common App, in each application, it will give you a place to see where you can waive it. Thanks for joining me on the last episode of the College Blueprint. I hope you have enough information to start choosing schools and crafting your college application. Remember, constantly research specific parts of the schools you're interested in and specific parts of the college application to give you the best chance of getting into your dream school. Good luck and have a great college experience.